Hi, I'm just cutting in before the start of the video just to say that I actually filmed this video before the strong rumours and allegations that George Russell is going to lose his Williams seat for 2021. And I think the points that I make just reinforce how much he deserves to keep the seat and how much he should not be kicked out of his seat due to financial reasons. And yeah, obviously I probably would have worded things slightly different if I would have known this sooner when I filmed the video, but I think it just backs up my points, as I said, even more about the fact that this man should keep his seat, and I just can't believe that this is even happening to him. So yeah, I hope you do enjoy the video anyway, but I just wanted to add this in, that this is before the news that Sergio Perez is probably going to take his seat for 2021 in Williams. Anyway, I'll carry on the video now. Enjoy.
Hi everyone, it's Keira and welcome back to my channel. So today's video is all about George Russell. Now, if you know me, you know I'm a massive George Russell fan. I think he is an amazing driver, and that is why I'm coming to you with today's video of why I believe George Russell is the best driver on the grid. I mean the best driver. I mean better than Max Verstappen, better than Charles Leclerc, better than Alex Albon, better than Lando Norris. I think he is better than all of these people, and I have got 5 reasons to tell you as to why I think this. So before I jump into the video, if you do enjoy it, please give it a thumbs up and do not forget to subscribe to my channel down below. But yeah, let's just jump right in. So the first point is probably the most obvious point, and that is that George Russell is going to be in the Mercedes for 2022. Now, we know Mercedes have been dominated Formula 1 since the hybrid era started, and I believe even with these rule changes, Mercedes is still going to be at the top. And unless something completely drastic changes, that seat in 2022, which is Valtteri Bottas's now, will be going to George Russell. He has the 3-year deal with Williams, and after that he will move up to Mercedes as he is a Mercedes Junior. That's how it should work, and I think that's how it will work. There's so much talk about, oh, Max Verstappen could be the next world champion in his Red Bull in the next couple of years, or oh, Charles Leclerc, Ferrari pick it back up, or even Lando Norris. Nobody is thinking about the point that George Russell will be in Mercedes, in a literal Mercedes, in a year's time. Like, I don't know how people are skimming over this so much. Like, he is literally in the best possible position to be a world champion in the next couple of years or so. And a lot of people are saying, oh, he won't be ready. He will have had 3 years in Formula 1 by now. Like, of course he is more than ready. Now, my second point is that he has learnt his driving style from Lewis Hamilton. As we know, Lewis Hamilton, a 6-time, soon to be 7-time world champion. One of the greatest Formula 1 drivers of all time. Now equaling Michael Schumacher's win record. It's the best person you can learn from, and George has been very open and honest in saying that he has learned a lot from Lewis, and I think it's great. You know, George is someone that really puts in a lot of effort into his racing, and he's always looking at places where he can improve on. If you watch his onboards, he is hitting every apex where he should. He is driving exactly where he should, never goes an inch too wide, and his driving is perfect, and he has got that from Lewis. Their driving styles are so similar, and I love that. I think it's great. It's literally like a mini Lewis Hamilton, whether people like that or not, it is. And I mean, look at Lewis's driving. It's very, very little to fault. He rarely makes mistakes. He's always got the car planted, and that's exactly what George does. Obviously, it's a little bit different for people to see because he's at the back of the grid, but if you do take some time to look into how he drives that Williams, especially the Williams, like, it is a dog to drive, especially last year's. He just drives it so perfectly and so nicely, and he is so confident and smooth, all thanks to learning from Lewis. And you know, that is the biggest thing he could have learned in his junior career, and he's done it. Now, the third thing is his statistics. I don't think I need to really talk about this, but I will. We all know how good he is if you look on his records. He was the 2017 GP3 champion, and then in 2018 he went on to win Formula 2, so straight up, you know, win-win. And I think he pretty much won everything before that as well. I think he's just one of those people that just go in and win a championship and win a championship, and that is impressive. Like, that's impressive. So in GP3 he won over Jack Aitken, his fellow teammate at ART, by 79 points. Like, to win a junior category by that much is just incredible. In that year he had 1 DNF, but every other race he finished at P6 and above. Like, that is consistency, and that's the thing you need, especially in these junior formulas. You need consistency, and that's exactly what he brought up, and that's exactly what he done. In Formula 2 he done a similar thing. He won over Lando Norris by 68 points, and he had 7 wins. Like, how have you done that? How have you done that? Like, speed, consistency. This man is unbelievable. 7 wins in Formula 2. Crazy, absolutely crazy, especially with Lando coming second, who had 1 win that year, and that was the first round of the season. Like, unbelievable. Obviously, that's no disrespect to Lando. I think Lando's a great driver, but you know what I mean? Like, in comparison, George just completely smashed it. Now, my point 4 is coming to recent times, and this is going back to the Russian Grand Prix 2020. Now, we all saw that amazing battle between George, Lando, and Alex at the back of the field. Lando and Alex were at the back. I don't know what they were doing, and obviously George is at the back anyway in the Williams. And we all had that lovely nostalgia moment where we were just seeing them racing each other, and it was so nice to see the friends and the former F2 rivals racing it out. And I don't think people were just looking at it thinking, oh, what a great time, but nobody was actually looking at this and realising that George Russell held Alex Albon in a Red Bull behind him down into turn 2 and kept him behind him, and Alex had DRS. Like, how you do that in a Williams, I don't know. No offence, Nicholas Latifi could not have done that. Robert Kubica could not have done that. Like, I was watching it, I'm thinking, how on earth have you just kept him behind you? And he also, as I know he had DRS, but he also stayed in the slipstream of Lando Norris. He did not fall away. He just positioned his car perfectly. And they had a battle for a good couple of laps, and he kept them behind, and he really did not ruin their race, but you know, kind of halted their progression up the field, because he was doing such a stellar job at defending. And I know there's a lot of people that are like, oh, George Russell can race really hard, but he can't defend. Of course he can. Of course he can. He has proven now that he can defend. And point number 5 is just my opinion on this situation. We know we're going to see George Russell in a Mercedes in 2022. We know that, and if we don't, he's not going to be in a Williams. Let's just put it that way. He's going to be in a faster car, and he will be the best on the grid. He will be faster than Leclerc. He'll be faster than Verstappen. He'll be faster than anybody that comes up. I am sure of it. I've never been more sure on something in my life. I would never sit here and be so confident if I did not have 100% faith in George Russell. I just feel he is so fast, and he has such a natural overriding ability that I just don't think anybody has. And I know Max Verstappen has that, you know, anger and aggression in his driving, and he's a really fast driver, but George just got something extra, I feel, that is going to outshine everyone. If I'm being completely honest with you, I am not sure why his contract was 3 years with Williams. If I was Toto Wolff, I would have made a 2-year agreement. I think 3 years is way too long. You know, obviously maybe he might need more than 1 year. Personally, I still feel like he could have just done 1 year in the Williams and gone straight up to the Mercedes, but 3 years was just a way too long a deal. I think George is getting impatient in that Williams now. I'm getting impatient in that Williams now. I don't feel like his prime years are wasted though. I feel like he should be up there earlier, but I don't feel like he's been wasted. I still think he's got, you know, the talent to be able to do this no matter how old he is. But people could argue that, you know, you are wasting his early 20s in a Williams when he should be in that Mercedes. So Toto Wolff, I'm not really sure what you're doing, but it's fine. He will get there eventually. So there we have it. Those were my 5 points as to why I believe George Russell is and will be a World Drivers' Champion and is the best driver on the grid. If you do agree with me, let me know in the comment section below. And also, if you don't agree with me, let me know in the comment section below, because I'm a neutral in Formula 1. I love every driver, but this is just kind of my overriding opinions in terms of pure ability and speed. And this is just what I feel about George Russell. So if you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below. And yeah, I will see you again soon for a brand new video. Goodbye.